Numbani attack strategy or off support. That outdazzle him. Alright, when we first come through, quick check of everything. Make sure no one's in here. If we got some people up here, like a Widow, or Hanzo, Soldier, don't spend too much time trying to shoot them, kill them. It's usually not going to work. But I want you guys to come up here, do the old switcheroo. Like once we come up here, they'll be like, oh, they're going up top, they're going up top. But psych. The Farah in the sky, Mercy. But I'm going to have you and Soldier actually come up here. And once you hear like the word, all right, we're diving. So for them, like once they turn this corner, they see the enemy team up there, they're gonna dive like immediately. It'll be quick. So as soon as they dive up there, you guys help out from here. And if the enemy team's up here, they should hopefully be losing a lot of people up here. So we got Discords, we got you and Soldier up here. Once we get that taken care of, there's usually like a Soldier, Widow, or Hanzo up here on this side of the map. Maybe sometimes like an Orisa might be over there too. The best case scenario is they're all up here. And we dive them like just right off the bat. And we get like 6 picks and they get like 3 or 2. And then that's it. That's first point. However, if they're not on this side, if they're all, say, on this side right here, just wait for the tanks. They're going to be dropping down sooner or later to try and, force the enemy team to drop down as well. So, once they drop, go ahead and throw your Discords and your... Actually, I would try to keep the Discords up here for the people that stay high ground, like Soldier. Sometimes Mercy will stay high ground. But yeah, once they get taken care of there, then move your focus down here. I would leave a Harmony on someone down here, but the Discord, well, it's kind of up to you. I guess just kind of judge where you feel like the Discord's more important. But if we have a Soldier like spamming at the high ground, like I want our Soldier to take care of their Soldier first up here, that maybe that Discord could probably help them get that taken care of quicker. But yeah, just basically just a brawl at this point. We got 3 or 4 people on point for our team, 3 or 4 people for their team. Maybe they got a few people up here. We got a few people up here. Just whoever dies first loses, basically. What it's gonna come down to. Okay, so that's first push. If that doesn't work, second push. Always come a different direction. So we're gonna come middle. If they're up here, well, okay, so this really depends. So second push is going to really depend on where their team's set up. If their team's set up here and we just failed, we're going to go this way. We're going to set up on this side. Going to have you maybe take cover behind this area here. And got a good view of the point, and you're pretty safe, behind this little pillar hole right here. There you go. Do some damage. Back up if it's getting too intense. So there we are. I'm going to have our Soldier going around taking the high ground up here. Tanks, everyone else. Mercy should be down here. Everyone should be down here. And we're on point. Enemy team's jumping down to contest. And, yep. That's that. So... second push, okay, so that's the second push. Third push, if they're up here, this side, we're just gonna go right under them. And come up around the backside and end up right here. Keep an eye on the backside here for any flankers that's trying to come. But yeah, like I said, this map is really not a lot of strategy involved, but just a lot of best team wins type scenarios. Whoever makes the least mistakes, maybe not necessarily the best team, but whoever messes up less will probably win this point. Okay. So if the enemy team is actually holding on this side, we're actually just going to come up here every single time. We might have our tanks actually come down here. But for sure, I want you and our hit scan to be up top. And the tanks are going to switch it up, right? Sometimes they'll come from down here, they'll contest right here. Maybe work their way in here if they need healing. Yeah, you can put an orb on them from here. But yeah, either way, they're just drawing people off the high ground. And just really taking the fight down here. And hopefully we get a good pick or two. And then that'll be end of that point. The thing about this map is, like, no one... I think the defenders actually have a better spawn advantage than we do. I mean, you can actually see their spawn door from here. You know, whereas us, like, we have to come pretty far, right? Our spawn door is like way over there. I mean, it's probably about the same distance, but I think theirs might be a little bit shorter. But we really don't have spawn advantage on this map, so like I said, if we die, you know, we're not making it back anytime soon to the fight. We're just gonna have to reset. Okay, so that's first point. Whoever makes the least mistakes wins. Okay, second point. I'm gonna have you sit on payload. I'm gonna have our DPS and our tanks, our mobile tanks, stagger. But yeah, just you. It might just be you by yourself. Mercy might be up there too. So just push payload by yourself if you have to. Maybe throw some harmonies if you can see people, some discords if you can see people. You know, if we do it right, if we get a lot of staggers, we should probably be able to push the whole second point, just uncontested. But if the enemy team does respawn, and we're not going to get staggered, let's say they all respawn here, right, and we cap point, their whole team's like right here. A lot of times you'll see teams either set up here, or set up back here. So either way, if they set up back here, it's just one team fight away from walking it right there. If they set up here, they might actually have two team fights, or set up right here around this corner. They might have two team fights on us instead of just one. No real strategy for you on this point. Just stay alive, use cover. And move payload. That's about it. Like I said, whoever messes up least will win this point. We do have spawn advantage on this one, luckily. So if we do die, we'll be able to come back pretty soon. And they have a long walk, so one good team fight should be able to get us over here. I don't think I want you on the high ground on this one. It's just probably too. And if you have time, I guess if you know, let's say we win a fight over here, and you can come up here with soldier, I guess at that point, just to kind of help out with the spam damage as you're coming back while we're pushing payload over there. Yeah, that's really it for this point. Same with the third point. Nothing fancy, just whoever dies first loses. They have spawn advantage on this one, so just watch out for the flankers, and tracers, and the Genjis. Stay behind the tanks, move the payload. Said nothing really fancy. This one is pretty bare. Just pretty much best team wins on this one. Okay, so for defense, gonna have us setting up here. This side is gonna be an Orisa shield. We're about right here, keeping us safe. There's not really too many ways for them to come. They can come here, here, there, or there. So everything we should be able to see pretty quickly, pretty easily, right off the bat. But just listen for the callouts. If they have a tracer, she might be able to blink around here, you know, without us maybe noticing. Also really paying attention. Actually, oh no, never mind. Yeah. I mean, she could maybe blink from here to here. 2 blinks, and then but we should have someone over here. See, but just be aware of the tracers that can maybe blink behind us without us knowing it. But like I said, nothing fancy on this one. Just call out where they are, stay on the high ground, don't die, don't let your teammates die. Harmony. Yeah, I really think that's about it for this map. I mean, when they touch point, our tanks are gonna drop down, and our Junkrat also. But everyone else, Mercy can obviously go back and forth between low ground and high ground with you and Soldier being up here. But that's really about it. I mean, I don't really have anything else. Play smart on this one. Okay, so let's say if we all die, and they're about to cap points. Everyone's coming out of spawn. Oh, should we contest? Should we contest? Should we contest? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, let's just not contest. Okay, let's say we get about right here, and they capture point. I do want us to either go around through this way here, or most preferably through here if we have time. So just like on Eichenwald, just like on a lot of other maps, I do want us to go for the kills right here. You know, for the payloads up to about right here. I want us to drop down, waste a few ults, and not waste, but use a few ults and get a few kills, and then force them to, you know, just get a team kill, hopefully. So for next point, the spawn door's here, and basically I just want to spawn camp them. Their spawn door is here, another spawn door right over there. So we'll have a Junkrat spamming both doors. Like I have a Junkrat spamming here, throw a few shots there. Move this pole. Spam there. Spam there. So, whole team 2. If they try to come out through here, that shouldn't be too successful for them. They should be getting stopped every time they come through here. So eventually they're going to have to come through here. They might try and push us, you know, middle here, or have like a Genji up there, or D.Va go high ground, but unless they have a really mobile comp, we should be able to take them right here on this little road right here. But eventually, I think they're going to end up going, you know, around this way, or around up here, or around that way. You know, at that point, if we see him taking a long route like that. Maybe for you're not so mobile, so I think maybe I'll have you just back here again. Just pretty much like we're playing this second point, or the first point again. Try not to be too far from, like I said, we'll have our tanks down here, we'll have DPS up here. So you should have a lot of meat shields to help you out here. Yeah. And like I said, eventually they're gonna have about right here, if it's not right here. Between somewhere here and here. They can take all the flank routes they can, or they want, but eventually they're gonna have to come fight us right about here. So use the map cover. Watch out for the long flanks this way. And yeah. Camp here. If that doesn't work, I mean, well, okay, so the reason we're doing this is because, let's say they do eventually kill us. You know, they're pushing payload. They're getting to about maybe right here. It's basically giving us 2 team fights on this point right here. So if we don't have time to spawn camp, we're probably gonna set up right here, and it's just 1 team fight away from them getting the second checkpoint right here. So always spawn camp if we can at this point. Otherwise, you know, play by the bus, use the cover, watch out for the flankers, don't die, don't make any mistakes. So third point, very similar. I do want to stop them under here if we can. Or even like right here, you know, even, well, I think if we get the payload stopped right about here is ideal for us. Just because we have a lot of cover here. And our flankers get to use high ground there. So just keep an eye on the high ground on this third point. Actually, maybe I have you back here instead. Just so if, like, a Reaper drops down, he doesn't kill everybody that he... But then again, if you're here, you're going to have to keep an eye on this back staircase. Be checking both places. That's that. And if we lose this fight here, we'll have another chance if we're patient and regroup. It should probably get it to somewhere about right here before we can all come out as a group. Somewhere right here, maybe. Where we can all come out as a group. Then, like I said, whoever makes fewer mistakes wins on all these points. So that's Numbani for you. Let me know if you got any questions, and I'll see you on the next map strategy video. Later, Dazzle.
Experience tranquility.